Hey guys, Books Nelson here with another breakdown, and today we're going to be breaking down these new playoff cards. These cards were all added in today. I believe you can get them from objectives. We'll look in the game and see what's going on. But for now, oh yeah, so these cards are all free. Well, yeah, I think they're all free because they're all unauctionable. So very exciting times because there should be some good cards in this collection. Some cards that have been pretty good in the past, and some cards that might be just a little bit disappointing as well. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's get right into the content. So first of all, as a YouTuber, I have to say, please like and subscribe as we get on this road to 1,000. Let's get right into the content. So we're gonna go from the back first. Pause. Maxi Kleber should be pretty good at the shooting. And let's see, speed. He's just gonna be too slow to play, guys. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this card. That's just, if you're a Mavericks fan, you'll find a way to use him. I just don't think an 84 speed big is justified in this game at 6'10. 6'10, he's too short to play without 99s in athleticism. He's just too short to play the 5. And he's not going to be able to guard the super powerful power forwards that are in the game right now. There's just some incredible power forwards in the game, and I don't think he's going to be able to keep up. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this card because there are a lot of cards in this collection. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, throw him in your lineup. Good luck. If you're not a Mavericks fan, absolutely see no reason to play this card. Jaden McDaniels. So he should be interesting because let's see what he's talking about defensively before we go into anything else. All right, defensively, he looks pretty good. Doesn't blow me away. I think he looks good, though. He looks really good. He's got a lot of Hall of Fame badges and that Hall of Fame immovable. That makes him really good in that regard. Badge-wise, he doesn't look like he's missing much of anything else crucial. I would definitely say you want to give him Bulldozer because it's just such a good badge. He has 89 driving layup, only an 85 driving dunk. But yeah, so this Bulldozer, when you're going for those scoops, you definitely want that badge if you're going to use this card. Space Creator, I don't know how much of that you'll be doing. He does have a 92 mid, so it should be pretty good. Let's see what these animations are talking about. Ooh, lights out, Josh. Normal dribble style, normal signature size up, Paul George escape. And we're out of here. Evan Mobley. Okay, so Evan Mobley, the main thing about Mobley, his shot timing on very quick. Hold on. What is happening with this card? Record scratch sound effect. Dude. So the main thing about his card all year, and really it's just been his diamond card. It's taken forever to get another Evan Mobley card. But his diamond card was very good, except his jumper was just slow. Makeable, but slow. The pink diamond has his jumper upgrade. Very rare. They did this with Darren Williams. And they did it with this card, which is great because he would have been I won't say utterly, he would have been close to unusable. And there's a free Bill Russell out there, right? So if you're going to get me off of the Bill Russell card, you got to make him usable, right? So that being on very quick completely changes the game. Normal leaner, normal hop jumper, both good. Actually, normal hop jumper I think is excellent. Normal leaner is good. Michael Jordan dribble style with Kobe Bryant size up and Trey escape on a 6'11 card. Now, before we get too excited, what does he have? He has an 86 ball handle. Does he have handles for days? He sure does. Let's look at the next gen badges. Oh man, what did they do here? What did they do? This is crazy. This card looks insane. I don't want to jump out the window on this, but this card legitimately looks better than several dark. Like, is this card better than Dark Matter Tyler Hero? I think it might be. So he's got 90 speed, 88 strength. At his position, you're obviously going to want to upgrade both of those attributes, but they're not a death sentence. 99 stamina, that's actually huge. Huge on this card. Whoa, I'm blown away by what they did here. 88 mid, three-pointer, you definitely want to put those up as well. He's fine on the finishing, and he's fine on the playmaking. Rebounding-wise, he's fine. I don't know. So let's just count this up on the shoe real quick. So strength, 90 speed, I'm not negotiating on that. Mid and three-point shot, I don't think you need the mid, but I would give him the three-point shot for sure. Get that to an 89, so it's over a 90 with the coach. And yeah, I think the last two, if you really want to play this card, you actually put into rebounding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is what I will probably be doing with my shoe, and I will 100% be trying to use this card. you are definitely going to get a breakdown as long as this card is reasonably attainable. I don't know how you get him in the game or the challenges or whatever. We'll find out later. But for now, this card looks very exciting. The Agent 3, I will highlight. 100% need that card. Need that badge. And I would also say I'd just go ahead and give him these badges right here. He doesn't need these 2 badges, but these, except for Comeback Kid, I don't care about that. But Agent 3, Slippery, Space Creator, and Spot Finder. These in particular, because I personally would probably use this guy in Triple Threat Co-op. I think he makes for a good Triple Threat Co-op card, especially if there's something like any kind of Cavaliers objective, Cavaliers multiplayer. He might be one of my go-to cards to play big online. And playing big online is like the easiest way to get people to cooperate, because you just let them do what they do and then you just play good defense. So any card that could possibly be used in Triple Threat Co-op, I definitely want those 2 badges. And since he doesn't need anything else, you might as well, right? You were looking to give him something else, I guess technically Touch Passer, but I'd probably lean towards these badges, and then everything else is up to you. So let's take one last look at these animations before we move on. Sorry I took so long on this card, but I'm just blown away by what he has. James Harden behind the back. Chris Paul's step back's pretty good. Rondo moving hezzy. Does anybody else have that? Clyde has that. Kenyon Martin has that. That's just, yeah, it's usable. Totally usable. We're going to be looking into this card and doing a full-on breakdown. Extremely surprised and excited about one Mr. Evan Mobley. Good job. TJ McConnell. As a Knicks fan, go to hell, sir. Go to hell. All right, just want you to know that. But no, this guy's a great bench player. If you're anybody else but a Knicks fan, it's hard not to root for TJ McConnell. He just plays out of his mind. He's pretty much a Knicks player in disguise, really. He plays out of his mind. We got to start going on the screens on this guy, but let's actually get to the card here. He's 6'1", so none of you guys are going to use him unless you're an Indiana Pacers fan. All right. So that having been said, I'm still going to give this guy an actual look because that's only fair. But let's just get that out of the way. His release is on quick, which is great. He's got pro dribble style. You guys know I'm a huge fan of that as my career player. Harden behind the back. As far as small guards go, normal leaner, normal 2 hop jumper. Insane dunking. Wow. He reminds me, it looks almost like a Mac McClung kind of deal going on here. But he's only got a 75 driving dunk, so that's not happening. But yeah, 95 speed. This card, I don't know who's playing this card. We're just going to keep it moving. But yeah, if you're a Pacers fan, use the card. If you're not a Pacers fan, what are you doing? Listening to this part of the video. All right, Aaron Gordon. 6'8". He can play the small forward. That totally saves the card because he's got a lot of company at that small forward position. Let's see if he can justify. So he's got a 99 driving dunk. That's excellent. 96 speed. We love that. Solid on the shooting. I definitely put a shoe on a 3-pointer. At least a 3 on that shoe. Paul George size up with Michael Jordan dribble style. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to compare him to his other card. So what changes does he have? So he already had that. So improvement on the size up with that Paul George dribble style. That's going to help. Basic crossover to Giannis. So the Giannis crossover, when you go into the basket, the between the legs, you can use the between the legs to do the bread and butter combo. If you don't know what I mean by bread and butter combo, you can look at my Shea or Gilbert breakdowns for that one. But long story short, it's when you burst in a direction, you immediately go to the crossover to beat the pinch defense, and you get to your stick dunk immediately, which with a 99 stick dunk, this guy's going to be absolutely fantastic at. Go look at those videos. That's what a lot of the meta players use when they're, running 5 out and they're stick dunking, and it beats the pinch. So it's very, very strong. All right, so his jumper upgraded to very quick, which is great. Leaner upgraded to normal over basic. Basic's actually not a bad leaner, but on a small forward, I prefer normal. And then hop jumper is basic too. Got to take a look at that. But yeah, big improvements here. And the John Wall moving step back. This is honestly the big one right here. He doesn't really have a true moving behind the back, a true behind the back with that normal. Normal behind the back's not great, but it's not even good, to be honest with you. This is not a good behind the back. But with this John Wall moving step back, he can really, get on that rim and do some stuff now. I think this is a big improvement for this card. Does he really play? I don't know if he really plays. He's just not. He just doesn't look amazing at anything except for the dunking. That having been said, great athlete. And let's look at these defensive badges as well. Go ahead over to current gen. So, Yeah, Hall of Fame immovable, Hall of Fame interceptor. That's great. Pogo stick on him is going to be awesome. He's going to be jumping and recovering like an idiot. Hall of Fame clamps. He really doesn't have anything he needs. I would definitely give him that ankle braces though, because you just don't want to be caught in an animation in a crucial moment. He does need a little care on the shooting badges, and I just don't know if the card is good enough to justify that. Really depends on his jumper and how the animations feel on this card. Because at 6'8" at the small forward position, that is just right at the floor of what you want your small forward to be. I think if you're running under small forward, you're only talking about cards that are so good, like Glenn Rice or Ron Artest, that you can play them as small forward because they're just so good offensively and defensively. You'll take not being 6'8" or 6'9". But for the most part, I'd say maybe even Scottie Pippen's in that category. But for the most part, you're going 6'8", 6'9", even 6'10" at that small forward position. So he doesn't have a real size advantage. So he needs that shot and those animations to really feel good to work. Derrick White, man, do I wish we would have gotten this card over a month ago. But let's see what he's talking about. So we're going to go ahead and compare him to his other card, because this card was amazing. Oh, no, that is the same card. Let's try that again. So the Evo Derrick White was such a good card for its time. You would have just hoped that we would have gotten more. Where is it? I have to put it. No, there it is. Okay, so we'll put the Evo up and let's look at the animations. So he used to have Dame Lillard dribble style. Now he has Kyrie Irving. He used to have normal size up. Now he has De'Aaron Fox. These are massive upgrades. Escape Kemba. Combo moves LeBron. Ooh, this is brutal because LeBron's combo moves are terrible. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, his combo moves are terrible. I'm thinking about the breakdown moves. LeBron's breakdown moves are fantastic. His combo moves are very slow and not super great. Actually, you know what? There's a usable thing with the snatchback, so he has that. So that's actually pretty good. It's not ideal, but you can do a little bit with it. Kobe breakdown, nothing super special there. It's all right. Moving crossover, we'll see which one that is that he has. Steph Curry behind the back. I'll tell you what, guys. Animations-wise, this guy's basically off the charts. James Harden moving heads, he should be pretty good. Yeah, and then his release timings move up to very quick. Love his jumper. Really easy jumper to see. And then normal leaner and pro hop jumper. Pro hop jumper I think stinks, but the normal leaner is good. So yeah, let's get back into the main card here. So 95 speed, pretty good stats, not like off the charts, especially we just saw that Westbrook is free and very easy to get. This guy's only an inch taller, but at the same time, good frame. I think this card is playable for sure. And I think this card, honestly, this card might make a lot of people's third point guard, especially say for me, right? Like I'm running Livingston as my third point guard right now. I could sell my Livingston if I really like this Derrick White. I know he's 3 inches shorter than Livingston, but he has way better animations, right? And Livingston's animations aren't terrible. Video incoming, by the way. But, I might just personally like this Derrick White card more, and that would save me some currency on that Livingston. But yeah, he looks really good across the board. Really good stats and badges. In this point in the game, 6'4", again, is that at the floor of most point guards, unless you're like Westbrook, where you're so juiced statistically that you're willing to take that little sacrifice and be a little on the short side. I do think 6'3s can technically still play. 6'4s, if somebody's coming in with that Ben Simmons or even the Clyde, how well does he play defense in that? I think you have to more see that when you play the game. Because in terms of on paper, he has, I think, most of what he needs to compete defensively on paper. Gold immovable. At this stage in the game, Hall of Fame is becoming a separator. I don't know if he'll still be an elite defensive card in the game, which is a little bit of a shame because he's an elite defensive player. So you kind of hope that he would get that treatment. But I will say the animations look absolutely fantastic. I would imagine this card's pretty fun to use. 85 driving dunk, a little bit disappointing because you're going to have to put that shoe on that to really get the stick dunks that you want. And what's his precision dunker at? Okay, so he does have Hall of Fame precision dunker. So yeah, you put a shoe on that, he should be just fine going to the rim. And yeah, the card looks really good. Pretty excited for Derrick White. All right, Jalen Brunson. Now you guys are going to have to pardon me because I'm a Knicks fan here. I don't imagine Carlo is watching this entire video. But if he is, this one's for you, buddy, because we're going to definitely do a breakdown on this Jalen Brunson. It's for you and all of the Knicks fans out there. Now, So when I talk about this card and if he plays, if he doesn't play, don't take me too seriously here. All right. I'm having a moment as a Knicks fan, having one of the best point guards in the league. All right. He doesn't have a movable enforcer. That is brutal on a 6'2 card. That basically makes him unplayable for, anybody who's actually trying to win games. Even as a Knicks fan, they're saving it for the dark matter, I imagine. I just don't understand why they're saving it, because he's going nuts right now. I don't know. I'm actually curious why he's not a dark matter, because Haliburton's still playing. He got a dark matter. Now, he does already have an opal in the game, so maybe that's what it is. But I will say 97 speed. We know the jumper is super clean. It's going to be on very quick. Actually, pretty excited to use this card. Kyrie dribble style with the Mitchell size up is excellent. Trey escape, obviously fantastic. Chris Paul moving crossover should be all right. What's his behind the back? Dame Lillard behind the back. I got to take a look at that and see what that's like. I don't remember it being super special. In fact, I don't think it's good at all. That's a little bit of a killer. Chris Paul moving step back's okay, though. He's still going to be able to move in the cardinal dribbling directions. So, yeah, this card should be fun. Normal leaner, pro hop jumper. And before we get out here, I know you guys are like, you looking at a 6'2 point guard, dude. What are you doing? But I do want to see what animations have changed. So, dribble style, massive upgrade. Signature size up, massive upgrade. Escape, massive upgrade. But otherwise, he's going to feel mostly the same. The Chris Paul moving step back is a big upgrade. It should be an upgrade over Jimmy. And I don't know about this pro spin and normal stuff. But yeah, he's a Jalen Brunson card. I'm actually, before we get out of here on Brunson, to extend this torturous segment for those of you who are not Knicks or Brunson fans, the strength, 88 strength. I really would love to see them juice the strength on this card, because he's a strong guard. Like cards that have no strength are getting 80. Like people that have no strength are getting high strength. If a small guy has a lot of strength, I want to see him get that exaggeration in this game mode. He also only has an 80 driving dunk, but he does have a 98 driving layup. And for those of you who are not familiar, layups are absolutely really, really good this year. So with that floater specialist package, this is not my favorite layup package, but I do still think with that high layup, you will be able to finish around the basket if you choose the right layup. Again, this is not a card I recommend anybody play, but I'm happy to see him, and seeing this opal shows me that they definitely have a dark matter in the works for Jalen Brunson. It's going to be way too late, but I'm going to probably use it sometimes anyway, just for fun. All right, Chris Middleton should be pretty good. First thing we're going to do with Chris Middleton is look at his comparison to the opal animation-wise. Whoopsie. Let's do that again. All right, there we go. Animations. What has he gotten changed? All right, big upgrade in the size up and the escape. This is massive for this card. This is massive. And then the John Wall moving step back, I do believe is better than the Steph Curry. Even though the Steph Curry is good, this is not a bad moving step back. Don't get it twisted. In fact, quick detour. I've been playing more with the Dark Matter Steph Curry card, and you guys will be getting a full breakdown of that card. Not necessarily for Steph Curry, although I do think if you're a Curry fan, that's a perfectly usable card because he's just such a good shooter. But because Steph Curry's animations are good and a little underrated, I think going over all of his animations in one video would be great for our community here on this channel. All right, John Wall moving step back. Yeah, this card is super great. And so this is a great example of like the Aaron Gordon thing, right? Now, I do think this card can play at the 2 and probably, honestly, very good at the 2. I'm very curious how you get this card because he looks really insane. But even at the 3, Aaron Gordon's 1 inch taller, but look at these animations and the shooting and everything. Like Middleton is just so good at everything. 98 3-point shot. Only an 85 driving dunk, so shoe on that. Not the greatest athlete in the world either, although he does get a 90 strength. But yeah, this card looks really, really super solid. We'll look at these defensive badges. Every defensive badge in the game as well. Doesn't need a single badge. Really, really complete. This card is fantastic. All right, Tyrese Maxey. I'm going to keep it a buck. Tyrese Maxey cards would be so good if his jumper wasn't a flat-out jump scare. Like, there are jumpers in this game that it's like not happening, and then all of a sudden you're at the release point, right? And so he's one of those cards where I have to stare at the character and, you know, almost throw my controller out of my hand getting off of the square button, or if you're on Xbox, the X button, as soon as possible. And it's just a nightmare shooting with this card, and it's in front of him, which makes it, you know, not great. Animation wise, this card was already elite with the free opal. I'm not even gonna bring up the comparison. Long story short, if you want to use this Maxi card, be my guest. He's got Pro 2 leaner, which helps him with the shooting, but he's a 6'2" point guard, and, you know, he's not gonna have a ton going for him defensively either, because he's just very skinny on the court, no removable enforcer. This card is honestly a complete waste of time, because the opal's there. Like, I don't know how much better he's going to be in the opal. They have the same problem, which is that jumper. Speaking of jumper problems, Tyrese Haliburton. All right, so it's going to be on very quick. I believe his opal already has his jumper on very quick, and I'm very curious to see what is the difference between him and his opal. So, oh no, this is from quick to very quick. Hopefully this base gets even more improvement. It is still an awkward release, but as long as it's usable and you can get used to it, this might make him a usable card, because he is 6'5", so decent height at the 2 guard position. No longer elite height at the 2 guard position, since we have so many. I mean, let's keep it a buck. With Clyde and Shea and Gilbert out there, I just don't know if you're running a card with a problematic jumper. So that is what it is. He does get tray escape, which is a big upgrade. He already moved well outside of that. He's got a lot of his own animations. That's what this pro stuff is, pretty much across the board. His moving behind the back is very good. Not quite as good as obviously nothing as good as Jamal Murray in terms of creating 3-point shots. Not quite as good as the Harden, I don't think, but it's close. I think it's close to that James Harden in that area. Very, very usable for that situation. And with the with the tray escape, he just gets that much better. And he's also got D-Book dribble style, right? So he's got the Pro leaner. Unfortunate that he doesn't get Pro 2 leaner, because if he had the D-Book dribble style with the Pro 2 leaner and his animations, I'd go ahead and say I think this card can actually play and be really, really good for some people. I still think that might be the case, but without that Pro 2 leaner, I do think he's held back just that little bit. 86 strength. Gonna want to throw a shoe on that, obviously. Speed and all of that looking pretty good. But yeah, I mean, he's a Haliburton card. If you're a Haliburton fan, you've been using Haliburton cards. They always move well. They always have an awkward shot. I think that's going to be the case here as well. And we'll just look at these stats and badges. See, like, he gets immovable. Come on. Why is he getting immovable? I mean, I guess because he's a dark matter. But yeah, defensively, he should hold up decently. Yeah, 6'5", 6'9" wingspan. He's a little skinny on the court, but he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And, oh, is that it? Okay, so that is it for our playoff collection. So before we close out, I'm going to say Middleton looks fantastic. And this Evan Mobley, whoa. Is he the best pink diamond in the game? I mean, it's him, Kobe, Wemby. He might be in that Hall of Fame pink diamond card, area. And there's probably a couple that I'm forgetting, but I think he's in that category of the pink diamond starting 5 for sure. For sure. So, all right, that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said before, love all the support I am receiving for this channel. Just motivates me to continue to create content for you as well. Let's see how we get into this playoff collection. And actually, before I leave, I'm just going to look and see what these challenges are, so we can maybe have an idea of how to get these. Okay, so playoffs, round 1 recap. Oh, well, it says they're in packs. Well, those are packs. Are there challenges? Because these cards are all unauctionable. Now, you guys can't see them on my screen, obviously. I don't have it set up right now, but skills challenges, nothing in the playoffs. Spotlight challenges. Okay, here we go. Those are more. Okay, you get them from these spotlight challenges. Oh, spotlights are back. That is huge. Oh, this is amazing. So these are all on pro difficulty as well. Wow. Okay, so these are all super attainable cards. Now, I'm actually glad I looked at that before I got off of here. So we will be having content on this channel regarding all of that stuff in the very near future. I will see you right here for more of that. If you enjoy this stuff, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for many, many more breakdowns of these cards and all things related to 2K, my team, etc. Thanks, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.